off we go. The engine is so loud. Let me just lower the window so that you can hear the sound. This is a Lexus LX570, and this car costs about 20 million Kenya shillings. That's for the between the 2019 to the 2021 model years. I was wondering why anyone would pay an extra 5 million to get this car, because it's pretty much like the Land Cruiser V8 from the same model year, but with some extra tweaks and features here and there. For most of this video, I'll be inside the vehicle because it's so cold out there. I'm actually wearing a hoodie, but I'm feeling quite chilly. So bear with me and let's have some fun. I'll also be filming this car while it's stationary because kuambia manager ati so nisaidie gari nile nikaifilm hapa kiasi, it's very hard to convince them, especially that I'm a young channel, I'm just starting. So you guys help me out to have that bargaining power by subscribing to my channel. Help me grow, and I'll also deliver the best content that I can do when I have the platform that you guys will give me. So please don't pause the video, just hit the subscribe button right now as we continue to watch the video. So hii gari iko owned by our very own Nairobi Governor Sakaja, Honorable Governor Sakaja. Also, our president has one unit like this one, and it seems like they love this vehicle. As much as the V8 is also a preferred vehicle for people of status and even the politicians, this sort of stands out as a car for the prestigious because of the looks and many things that are inside this car. So I want us to profile someone who would buy such a car. This is someone who's probably in the ages of 35 and 60. We can go to 60, I think. It's a businessman. They are definitely hardworking, because for you to buy a car for 20 million cash, it means you have a fat wallet or something good in your bank account. And some of them even pay with checks. Analipa one time, story inaisha hivyo. Achana sisi huku tunaenda kwa some of us go to financing options. I'm not si hate mse yote, you can do your financing, but I'm just saying this kind of people can pay off a car once na story inaisha hivyo na check. So they are a successful person, or they can be also a retiree anataka tu kutulia na gari mzuri pale hivyo. So the first thing I think they'll be looking for is status. You know, a vehicle really represents the personality that you have. Driving a certain car can give me an idea of the kind of person you are. So these guys can pay that 20 million because of the status that this car gives them. The second thing is, of course, this being a luxury car, luxury is also a huge factor. And luxury now can be capsuled up in many things. One of them is the kind of materials that are being used in the inside of this car. I love that this car has leather on the inside. Kwa dashboard kuna leather. Actually, this is soft plastic, this is not leather. But most of the panels are done in leather. Like on the glove box, we have the seats done in a very nice looking red leather. Kwa roofline kuna soft materials. Really feels nice. And some wooden trims even on the door panels. We have metallic trims on the steering, on the center console, kwa gear selector, and many other places that you have in this car. So these are the things that this kind of people will be looking at in terms of the material. To be honest, the LX570 doesn't have the most luxury features you can get in a car. The only things that I see standing out in this car are the heated seats, the cooled seats, na kuna pia heated steering. Other features are pretty standard nowadays, like easy lane keep assist. Even a Harrier has it. We have collision sensors, vitu kama hizo. Those are pretty basic. When you now want the deep luxury features, easy tech features, you can find them in cars like a Range Rover. You can find them in cars like a BMW and stuff. Oh, yoni accident. There's no mistake that this is a very big car. It's pretty huge. Lengthwise and even in terms of the width, iko wide sana. If you're driving this car in the city especially, inaweza kuwa challenging a bit to navigate the mchochoro hapa na pale. Yeah, because and actually it has 7 seats. Naona pale kuna the third row in the back. You can see the third row. It's a big SUV. It's really big, and that's why you also have a big grille. In fact, when you sit, like when I'm now in the driving position like this, I'm really yani nasikia ni kama I want to keep checking because the car is wide, iko wide sana. So if you're driving it, definitely you'll need something like parking sensors, you'll need collision sensors and a radar pale mbele to know if you're maybe too close to something, because the estimation, especially for a first time driver of this car, can be difficult. So of course they have to equip this vehicle with the features to enable you to navigate, and that's why it also has a 360-degree camera to help you in maybe parking spaces, uweze ku squeeze yourself through narrow parking slots. So I guess what I'm trying to say is hii gari inakupea kiburi because it's big, inakupatia tu ile the sense of prestige, and inaku amplify. Yani as a person you can find that politicians love big cars to make them feel bigger than they really are. Let me just show you how this car looks like from the inside. From here we have the door panels, kuna leather pale with the wooden trim, and then we go all the way to the dashboard, a black dashboard. This looks like leather, lakini in real sense ni plastic. We also have this ka wooden trim over here, metallic finish, kuna ka analog clock, then the display for the infotainment screen. Hapa we have a center console. I like the way the design ya hii center console liko because saizi ukiangalia hivi inaka all blank, but when you turn the vehicle on, the lighting gives now the writings for the controls. Kama ni AC, kama ni audio, you have everything there lit up. On the center we have all the usual, an off-road car, iko na diff lockers, kuna nini adjustable suspensions pale hivyo because this has air suspensions, kuna drive mode selector, this knob over here. We have also crawl, and now the heated and cooled seats functions here. Pia kuna ka sunroof hapa hivi, though ni ndogo as compared to other cars. It's only for the front drivers. I mean the driver and the passenger at the front. Ukiingia back seat, it's a very very spacious car. Angalia hapo hiyo space iko enough for 3 passengers. You can even squeeze 4 people back here. Alafu pale there's no hump that can reduce the space for your legroom. You also have a third row, but I'll show you better when I move the vehicle in front so that I can reveal the third row. Let's also take a look at the front where we have the massive grille. Yeah, there is the Lexus LX570, a very very wide car, but I love the design of the grille. Some people say it's too big, but I think it fits the car because the car itself is a huge one, so the grille actually fits the hugeness of the vehicle. Over here is the nice looking headlights, very sleek, and then you have your fog lights with that sort of L shape, the massive grille. I believe behind this we have the radar sensors, and then all the way to the chrome lip at the bottom of the vehicle. You can take this car off-road, but in my personal opinion, I can say it's really low on the ground, so it might struggle, especially with bad terrain. It's time to move it. Adjust my seat. By the way, it has powered seats, so hapo your department tunaipea check. Off we go. The engine is so loud. Let me just lower the window so that you can hear the sound. Drive. Haya, parking brakes. Engine idle is so loud, it's growling. Of course we have a 5.7 liter V8 under the hood, so you expect fuel consumption to go exponentially high when you have such a vehicle. Now you can come to the rear side. You also have the sort of L-shaped tail lights over there, the badge Lexus LX570, and then down here we have the exhaust, a dual exhaust setup over there. We have this chrome.
1 hour later.
So this car has a split tailgate. You can see the up part, now the lower part is still locked. And then like I said before, we have a third row. Lakini saizi it's raised a bit, so you can have extra trunk space. But if you don't have your passengers come on with extra people, you can have it raised like the way it is right now. This is what it looks like when you have now the lower part of the tailgate opened. You can use this to sit over here, especially when you're going like camping or something.